everybody. Welcome. I am excited to be sharing with you how I boost my skincare routine. So, since Facebook has changed some of its algorithms, I have to take the video that I'm doing on my business page and stream it into the individual groups. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me. Go ahead and drop where you are watching from. Drop your name if you're new here, and if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. So today I'm really just going to start with my normal skincare routine at night. And so the first thing is, as usual, remove my eye makeup and my makeup in general, because this is what's going to allow my skincare to actually clean my skin. Usually we make the mistake of putting our cleanser on top of our like dirty face from meaning we haven't removed our makeup, and all our cleanser is doing then is it is removing the makeup, and we want our good quality cleanser to actually be penetrating the skin and making a difference there. Okay, so I am just gonna quickly use that eye makeup remover, because I'm gonna bring my micellar water in here, but you can use micellar water on the rest of your face. I also like it to use it to remove any leftover lipstick too. All right, so as it is time to wash our face, I'm just gonna wash my face today with our anti-aging line, which is our Miracle Set, or Time Wise. Okay. What I do like about this cleanser is it's a 4-in-1 cleanser, so it cleanses, tones, exfoliates, and brightens with vitamin B. So I love the fact that it does so many things. It doesn't really matter which, if you're interested in just being an all-natural cleanser, or if you're interested in a age fighting or reversing the signs of aging cleanser, it's totally up to you. But it's really important that we do cleanse our face in the morning and at night. We do it in the morning because we're getting rid of every impurity our skin has pushed to the surface overnight as it's been trying to repair itself. And we want to make sure they have a way to reabsorb. Okay. And then obviously we do it at the end of the day, because we walk around in a dirty world, which is another reason that makeup can help protect your face. So we want to make sure we're getting rid of any of those free radicals, dust, dirt, grime that have landed on our skin throughout the day. So I'm just going to take some water here. I'm just going to rinse off the cleanser. Obviously, if I wasn't doing this on camera, I make an effort to always wash with my facial cleanser from the bra line up. And why do we do it? Because this and this are just as thin and delicate as our facial skin, and they're usually exposed to just as much sun and can show some signs of aging first. All right. So when I use a booster, which is what we're going to talk about today, and how to level up our skincare, I like to use my eye cream first. Okay, so tonight I am using our Firming eye cream, which is one of my favorite eye creams, because it actually is rich enough that I can feel it. Okay, but it absorbs faster than the Repair eye cream. So why do I like to put this on first? Is because I'm going to be doing a couple things, and I want that time for my eye cream to absorb, but I also want time, it almost like it's like a little barrier. All right, so let's talk about the boosters first, and then I'll share with you which one I'm using tonight and why, especially as we roll into summer. Okay, so we have ferulic acid and niacinamide, and this brightener. If you guys are watching anything on skincare, niacinamide is an amazing dermatological pharmaceutical grade product that makes a huge difference. And this is going to help lighten dark spots and brighten the skin overall. The next thing we have is vitamin C and a resveratrol line reducer. Okay, so vitamin C is great to brighten the skin as well. And resveratrol is known for helping minimize fine lines. One of my go-tos that I can actually use every night is our hyaluronic acid and ceramide hydrator. Okay, so hyaluronic acid and ceramide actually work for the actual volume of your skin cells in terms of hydration. And then the one I'm going to be starting with tonight is our PHA, so that's polyhydroxy acid, and AHA alpha hydroxy acid resurfacer. Okay, so why am I using this at this time of year? I'm using this because as we roll in, I mean, it's already getting warm down here in South Florida, okay? But especially as we think about the summer, okay? So I love these little medicine dropper. I like to do this because it's going to help force skin cells to turn over, which is going to help minimize any dullness in the skin, and it's going to really promote a glowing skin for the summer. Okay, this is a great actual time of year to do this. Now, why did I showcase all 4 of those boosters separately? And the reason is, other than the hydrator, you're not going to layer the polyhydroxy acid on top of the resveratrol line reducer or on top of the ferulic acid niacinamide brighter. Since these are dermatologist, they're dermacosmetics, so they give you a cosmetic result, which means they make your skin look better, but it's dermatologist, like real science based products for the health of your skin. You can't do too many things to your skin at one time and expect it to be happy with you. Okay, so you would either pick the resurfacer, the line reducer, or the brightener and use that. And what I actually recommend is using that morning and night for 30 days. And then if you want to transition to another one, that's totally fine. You can almost like skin cycle through them. So every 3 months, you're going back to, let's say if I'm doing the resurfacer now, like May's all resurfacer, maybe June's all line reducer, and July's all brightener. And then I start back again in July with the resurfacer. You're always going to be getting the best results for your skin when you use one resurfacer morning and night. Okay, the same one. You can always use the hydrator though with any of the boosters, because all it's doing is hydrating the skin. It is not doing anything to resurface or brighten the skin. So I like to use, like I said, the resurfacer one right now because I want to get my skin as prepped to be as glowing as possible. In the summer, I tend to want to wear more of a dewy look. So that's why I like the resurfacer this time of year. Thanks for joining. Drop a comment on where you're tuning in from. Okay. Now, what you will notice about these resurfacers is they are thicker than a normal serum, and that's because they're actually made to be that way. These boosters go on the bottom of your serums, or they boost. It's kind of like a booster seat, right? It goes on the bottom of your bottom, right? Underneath your bottom. These are going underneath all the other skincare to level it up. Obviously, we have to clean the face first, okay? So now I have just put on the hydrator, and it will be slightly tacky. That's totally normal because your hydrator is not a moisturizer and your moisturizer is not a hydrator, okay? They're separate for a reason. So if I do have any other serums, like maybe I want to use my lifting serum, this is a great time to put it on. You put it on after your boosters, and I like to actually do a couple drops of my nourishing oil with that. I know, even though I'm an oily skinned individual, I love the nourishing oil. because it is really hydrating. And those of us with oily skin forget to properly hydrate, which just creates more excess oil. All right, so now is the time to seal everything in with our moisturizer. I'm going to stay with the Time Wise line. I'm going to do a great antioxidant moisturizer. I actually really like this moisturizer because I almost feel it tighten as I put it on. Don't forget that neck too. And never forget your hands. Okay, now if you really want to boost the hydration factor, and remember, this nighttime is the only time your body has a chance to heal and repair itself, which is, oh my gosh, I can totally feel everything working right now, which gets me excited. This is a great time once your moisturizer, so I'm going to give it a second to let the moisturizer sit and get absorbed in, is you can put on your hydrating moisture renewal gel mask and let it sit all night. If you guys have specific questions on any of these, again, I use the resurfacer now, the PHA and AHA resurfacer, and these are mild resurfacers that you leave on the skin. They're not ones that you put on the skin and you rinse off. Okay, all these boosters are skincare that you leave on the skin. The ferulic acid and niacinamide brightener really helps with some of those dark spots. And that vitamin C and resveratrol helps with the line reduction. And then all of them, whichever one of those you pick, you can always layer it or just use separately if you're only concerned about hydration with our your ceramide and hyaluronic acid. Okay, I don't know why that was escaping me. And again, the best way to do this is use the same resurfacer morning and night for a full 30 days. And then the next month, cycle in to the next resurfacer. So if you feel like, at least I want to work on my lines and I want to work on dark spots, I say, okay, start with one. So maybe you want to start with your lines and you need the vitamin C plus resveratrol for the next 30 days, morning and night. Then we would move to the niacinamide and ferulic acid brightener for the next 30 days. And then we can always go back. But that's how you really get to see the booster magnify the results of your skincare, is by using the booster morning and night for a full 30 days. So stick with one, even though you're tempted to be like, oh, but I want to try so many things. So maybe I'm going to do one at night and one in the morning. I would really recommend you sticking with one. Like, so I stick with the resurfacer because I really like to work on the texture of my skin. I'm going to stick with this one for the next 30 days, and it's really going to help that glowing, smooth skin come out before the summer. And then I'll probably move to the ferulic acid and niacinamide brightener because I always have some of those old scars that need to go away. So now that our moisturizer has really set, I'm going to go in to magnify the hydration with my moisture renewal gel mask. Now, do I gel mask every night? No. Mainly because some nights I'm like, I really don't want to be intentional about staying up to really let this sit. Truth bomb there. I'm not perfect either when it comes to skincare. All right, so now that I have this set, I am ready to go. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make myself a nice cup of tea, read my book for like a good 30 minutes, make sure my skincare fully sets so that when I lay my head on the sheet, I'm not removing everything that I just put on my skin. So I hope this was valuable to you guys, and I hope you have a powerful pink on purpose night. Any tips that you want to learn, go ahead, feel free to drop them to my page on my Instagram at Life with Lisa. And there's a dot in between life.w.lisa. But I would love to help you guys out. That's what I'm here for. And just remember, you're worthy of feeling beautiful in the skin you're in, always.